The invaluable next man up might be the Mets' best player. His additions are always appreciated, if not especially wanted. Buck Showalter's crew is tired of losing contributors who prompt his entrance. The Mets lost Tylor Megill for a second time this season but refused to lose a game, rallying from 3 runs down to steal a game and a series from the Brewers, 5-4, on Thursday night at Citi Field in front of 25,002. On this night, they needed to be the better defensive team, and they were. The game was saved technically by Edwin Diaz, but in reality by Nick Plummer, Pete Alonso, and Thomas Nido. In the 9th, with the Mets up 1 and Hunter Renfroe on first, Milwaukee's Tyrone Taylor hit a 1-out double over first base. Plummer ran in, relayed to first as Renfroe dashed for home, and Alonso threw to the plate, Nido applying the tag on a diving Renfroe just in time. A half-inning earlier, the Brewers assisted the Mets' comeback efforts with a sloppy 8th. The Mets have not received many breaks recently, so they were glad to accept one. In a 4-4 game, Luis Guillorme hit a slow chopper that first baseman Rowdy Tellez, attempting to get lead runner J.D. Davis out at second, threw into center field to put runners on the corners. Starling Marte pinch ran for Davis, and with 1 out, Plummer grounded to first on a possible double play ball, but the Brewers had the infield in and were slow covering second and only got 1 out as Marte scored the go-ahead run. Diaz recorded his 13th save in what became a strong day for the bullpen, helping the Mets take their 15th series this season. They had lost 3 and tied 2. The Mets, 42-23, moved 4 superscript 1/2 games up on the idle Braves, who apparently only don't win on days they don't play. Megill left during the 4th inning with right shoulder discomfort, the Mets announced, after appearing to wince and calling for a trainer after a pitch. The righty will undergo imaging Friday. After a short talk on the mound, Megill was lifted and walked off with the trainer in what was just his second start back from the injured list. Biceps tendonitis had sidelined Megill for a month. Megill's 72nd and final pitch was a 92.5 miles per hour four-seamer, his slowest fastball of the day. He had labored through the inning, throwing 28 pitches. The Mets already were playing shorthanded, Marte out of the lineup after the right fielder was drilled in the forearm Wednesday. They did not start or play Eduardo Escobar for reasons that were not immediately clear. And they already have been playing without Max Scherzer, oblique, who is getting close but hasn't pitched since May 18th, and without Jacob deGrom, stress reaction in his shoulder, who has not yet debuted this season. Whenever a Mets player has gone down, someone else has stepped up. The bullpen stepped up, although not right away. Chasen Shreve relieved Megill with 1 out and the bases loaded and promptly unloaded them. 2 singles sandwiched by a fielder's choice turned a tie game into a 4-1 Brewers lead. Shreve bounced back and threw a scoreless 5th, and Seth Lugo and Drew Smith were excellent behind him. Down 4-1 after the problematic 4th, the Mets' offense got them back into the game. They scratched one across in the bottom of the fourth with an RBI single from Nito, though Gilliam was gunned out trying to go first to third. An inning later, Plummer worked a walk ahead of Mark Tanya, who drilled his fifth homer of the season to knot the game at 4 and knock starter Aaron Ashby from the game.